Hello and welcome to another trading video by Black Bear Dog Trading. It is hard to believe the week is basically gone. It's Friday already. Now on Friday I normally don't trade only because I'm on the West Coast and the markets close at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock depending on whether we have the time shift or not in the afternoon, and I only trade on Fridays if I am absolutely certain that I can enter a position that I can close with profit before the closing bell. So most of the time that's not the case. And last thing I want to do is have an open position carry me through the weekend. Come Monday, I may have a disaster on my hands, and I try to avoid that at all costs. So on Friday, I usually do my administrative work. I go over the trades that I did for the week, and I see why I had losing trades and what I could have done to avoid them. And I also see if I can increase my profit percentage with the week coming up. Of course, nothing is ever set in concrete because it all depends on markets, on assets, how they move, news, and all kinds of other stuff. Nonetheless, I want to talk a little bit more about professional traders and in particularly hardware. This is the picture that I used originally in the first part of Learn to Trade Like a Pro. And here is the same lady sitting in front of all her screens. But take a good look at her keyboard and her mouse. Like everything else here, this is hardwired. She does not rely on wireless equipment, and there's a very solid reason for it. I am proof positive that wireless equipment functions well until the batteries die on you without giving you any pre-notice or even pre-warning, and being stuck, unable to close a trade or make an adjustment to your stop loss or something, which, by the way, if you watched my prior video, you should never do. But any changes you wanted to make, now all of a sudden your mouse isn't working because the batteries in it went dead. Your keyboard isn't working because the batteries are dead. So that's it. Hardwire everything, including your internet. Don't rely on wireless. You're asking for problems. Last but not least, I want to introduce a little drawing tool that allows me to hand-free draw on my charts. It is a very nice little tool. I'm just going to see here if I can find some charts where I could use it at, and then I'll show you what that is instead of having to rely on here we go, perfect example. I'm too late for the entry, but on the 1 hour chart right here, it was clearly showing me that this was a rounded bottom, and the result of a rounded bottom when it breaks through the neck is massive upswing. And sure enough, that's what it did. So now I would like to draw this, and let's say I want to use a white color. I just can do this directly to simulate this. Look at this, how nice this is. And I can do this, there you go. And then let's just say I want to change color to blue. There we are. I can draw an arrow here. So I know, oops, I messed this up a little bit. There you go. But you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. I like this a lot. It allows me to mark up my charts while I'm analyzing, while I'm in the process of seeing what I can do. I don't have to constantly go back and forth to the drawing tools provided by MetaTrader 4. It's nice to have that. And yet again, this is one of the things that traders use, professional traders, to have quick notes, put quick notes on their chart, quick indications of where they want to be, what they want to do. This is especially useful when you have the ability to create an additional watch list where you see a potential for in the near future, and you could move that asset to that watch list. And when you click on it, you know exactly what you were looking at that made you save it in the watch list in the first place. So this is pretty nifty. I thought I'd share that with you as well. It's another little tool. Again, the whole concept of trading is to make it as simple as possible with the most amount of information to make a logical decision. And after all, the goal here is to make money. And even if you want to do this part-time or just as a hobby, you do this to make money. And if you tell me now, well, yeah, but I have no intentions of being a professional trader, they trade with millions of dollars. I don't have millions of dollars. I hear you. That's a very common statement made by retail traders, and I hear you loud and clear. The difference is, however, that while professional traders trade with millions of dollars, you may trade with much larger sums, but it's your money, and that matters. And you should protect your money. So, anyhow, I keep it at this. There's not much else to say. Next week, we'll go and see if we can actually do, now that it's all set up and the whole layout is ready and we have all the tools in place that we need. Now, I want to go and see next week if we actually do some real life trading. Okay, I'll see you then. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe and God bless.